guys, and welcome to the second edition of Julian 2's Opinions, the series that people seemed to really like last time, to be honest. So today I'm going to be talking about one of the most controversial subjects in Animal Jam, which is spiked collars. Now, it's weird that there's been so much controversy over an item, but Animal Jam has been taken over by spiked collars for years. For a long time, they were incredibly rare, and everybody wore them, because not only were they super rare and you wanted to show them off, they were also one of the coolest items in the game. I mean, now we have a lot more items and a lot more rare items. I mean, spikes are almost nothing now because they came out in adventures, but people really like these items. And, a lot of people ask why, but the reason is because they're a cool neck item. I mean, maybe they're not the coolest item in the game, but they're a cool neck item. For the same reason that tail armor is super popular, spiked collars are super popular. Spiked collars don't really have anything to compete with. What are they going to compete with? Like necklaces, moon necklaces, lays, leaf armor, things like those? No one's going to put those on their animal over a spiked collar. And as for tail items, you have those little flower bows that go on your tail and like the raccoon tail. When it comes down to making a look, you look through your inventory, and if you want to make a cool look, you have very few options. And so these items, seeing as they are relatively cool items, take off and they get super popular. Spike collars have become so popular that they've just become overused. Honestly, the only reason nowadays that people aren't wearing spiked collars is because either they don't have them or they're trying to make a look specifically where they don't use a spiked collar. I mean, they're just that big of a part of the game. And people want to know, what's my opinion on spiked collars? Well, first of all, I'd like to point out that it's really weird that Animal Jam released this item because it's like some kind of weird cruelty thing. I mean, do you want your animal to have a necklace with spikes sticking out of it? I don't understand that completely. But my big problem with spiked collars is that they limit creativity in the game. They discourage you from using other neck items that maybe don't look so appealing at first sight, because spiked collars will go with almost everything. They're in, like the 8 most basic colors that you could possibly have. So they basically go with everything, and there's not much competing with them. But the problem is, by going with everything and by being a relatively rare neck item, people are wearing them, because other than like beards way back when, they are probably the rarest neck item that has ever come out. The other big problem with spikes is not that they only limit creativity, but that they limit diversity in the game. Everybody pretty much has the same neck item nowadays. I mean, it's not that hard to find somebody with a spiked collar. And by doing this, you lose some of the uniqueness that comes with each person and the looks that they make that regular neck items might give them. If you give people more good choices and neck items, I think that people would be able to express themselves a lot more. And I think already people have kind of started this unsaid anti-spike thing where nobody really wants to use spikes because they still have such a bad connotation, so people have started using different neck items just for the sake of not using a spike. But it's a shame that Animal Jam hasn't released any items that actually compete with spikes for coolness and aren't just, oh, well, I really don't want to wear a spike, so I guess I'll wear this next coolest item. Overall, though, I suppose it's not too pressing of an issue that people are using a lot of the same neck items. It's just been a big part of Animal Jam for a long time. And it also, on the positive side, does give people some good goals to move towards. And a spike is a relatively easy to attain, really cool looking, but still well-respected item that people can work for. And that's all I have to say. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, I'm Julian, and I hope you enjoyed.